So excited you're all here, especially on this gorgeous day. You know, I know we could be somewhere else, but I'm so happy we're here and you're going to get to enjoy the rest of your weekend with a lot of renewed energy, a lot of feelings of connection, and oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps as I talk about it. I had an insight earlier today about goosebumps and those things. Like when you're speaking your truth or you hear something really amazing, like a nice piece of music, it's almost like the universe is saying yes. So that's how I'm feeling right now, and I'm hoping that as we go throughout the day that you guys can also find your own inspiring moments, something that calls to you, because I feel that we're all on an individual journey. We all have something unique that calls to us, that works for us. I know that sometimes you could even feel a little bit alone, mainly because we are looking for connection through some of the things that we want to do in our lives, and we meet others and we go, oh no, maybe what I'm exploring isn't right because that person wasn't, or this person. But that's where I'm here to remind you that, making us individual and unique is the key part as well to remember in your journey. Listening to that inner voice, that's where I come back to with all this work. That's the message that I really put and weave into what I try to create, is that going on your journey, the most powerful piece and tool that you can have is that energy within. It's recognizing that you have the power within, what it feels like, what it looks like, what it sounds like, because even that in itself, figuring out our connection to ourselves in a deeper way is an individual feeling. So when I say, for me, I hear my higher self in my head, or I see it when I look at nature, that's what it feels and looks like to me. But what I'm really curious about through this interaction is to help us to discover what little pieces are calling to us in our day-to-day experience, and finding a way, an invitation to slow down and accept those things throughout our day. A big thing for me is taking mindful breaks throughout our day. This is part of the reason why this experience is a little different, a little unique. Because as I've been exploring on my journey, I recognized that, the way that things were presented weren't working for me in my abilities and the things that help me to thrive, which is having a quieter space when I want to connect, feeling safe when I want to do something like this, which is like a big goal of mine. So, feeling sometimes into our goals and hearing that inner voice can also feel kind of edgy, because you're like, for me, I'm like, what is it that you want me to do? That is where my highest energy is. Like, okay, well, how do I get there? Because, my mind starts popping in and going, yeah, but there's that, and there's a lion over there, and this thing. And, those can feel true, but I also have felt that their opposite can be true at any time. So when we are experiencing our emotions, a key thing that I like to try to support people with is recognizing that the opposite is always true. Our perspective is a glimpse in each moment, and our perspective can be skewed. It can be sometimes maybe not aligned with where our heart wants to see. But I find that the more we have these small moments to practice, looking into different ways that resonate with us innately is something that I think is very valuable. Especially as children, we were born with innate abilities to experience life and the joy, and I think every one of us has that place in their heart for children, because we're resonating with that version of ourselves when we felt free, when we felt not judged, or we felt safe. And so let's take an opportunity to maybe feel into what that little being was looking for in those experiences, or what helped them to feel safe, and maybe what didn't. So there is an honoring of maybe what came up in our lives that didn't work for us, and maybe worked against our ability to feel natural and safe in our experiences. And I really just truly feel that the more we connect through our experiences and also share how we might be experiencing that connection to ourselves and getting deeper, that's another layer. So I like to talk about layered care a lot. It's another piece of this project, the Holistic Hub, that is something that I just see being necessary. Going through my own journey, I've experienced the highs and the lows, and I'm sure a lot of us have. And I don't think again, any one of us has the magic answer for all of us individually, but I can speak my message in saying that, yeah, layered care was incredible for me, and I'm still using it to this day. So what I mean by layered care is I envision that we have multiple layers of our being, and in particular, it'd be social, emotional, environmental, spiritual, and connection. I usually can never remember all 7 on the spot, so I don't know, they're somewhere. So what I envision is when we're trying to get deeper in our experience, or we're trying to get closer to ourselves, if we're feeling stuck, we might be able to look at a different layer of that experience. So maybe an ache, a pain, or maybe an emotion, something is driving us crazy. So there is a way that sometimes our bodies can associate with a certain sensation in one way, and I find if we can explore it in another opportunity, as I said, each emotion has 2 sides. So anxious is also excitement. So me walking into these experiences, I can resonate, yes, I am feeling anxious. And another key point is I am not anxious, because that's not me. I'm just a feeling, or experiencing a feeling. And so sometimes I can tell myself, well, actually, I am feeling anxious, but I might be also feeling excited, and I'm just not sure yet how to integrate that feeling in my body, and that takes practice. I remind my kids all the time, like, you didn't learn how to walk this moment you came out, so why are you thinking you're gonna run right away either? So this is just another little reminder that we're all practicing. We have this whole lifetime to practice, and I think we could just make it a little funner while we're doing that. And I'm really excited to see how this experience can help you with that today. Thank you so much. And I did it!